At almost 37 weeks pregnant, today was a very exciting day for me. We've had no living room for the last 6 weeks as we've been renovating ours, which on one side is great because it's a project we've wanted to do for years, and it's also the last room in the house that we needed to renovate. Now things have gone to plan and we're actually ahead of schedule, which is unheard of in the construction industry. But I think in the last week especially, and maybe it's just because we're coming to the end of the project, I've really felt the intensity of how much we've done, especially considering how pregnant I am. And yes, I am still painting, even though I said I wouldn't be after the floor was laid. This was just because there was a few touch-ups that needed to be done, and because we own an old house where the walls aren't particularly straight, it meant that we couldn't actually glue the skirting on. We had to screw it in, which meant more fiddling, sanding and painting for me. But we've pushed through and we managed to do the skirting today just for where the sofa's going, so we can get that in place and then we'll finish the rest of the skirting tomorrow. I was absolutely determined that we were going to get our sofa back in its rightful position today, especially because for the last few days these sofa cushions on the floor have been my bed, as I found it a lot more comfortable than my actual bed. So in reality, it's not that we're actually putting the sofa back in the living room, it's more that I'm creating my bed for the final stages of my pregnancy. This moment right here was what I can only describe as euphoric. Once the boys were in bed, me and Dan treated ourselves to a Chinese takeaway. This rug, by the way, is only temporary to stop the sofa from scratching the floor. Our new TV arrives in a few days, but for now it's Big Bang on the iPad.